Today on Gun Talk Nation, we're talking about the man trying to keep us down, but guess what? He won't. This Gun Talk Nation is brought to you by Colt, Walther, Meprolight, and Vortex. So, welcome in, Gun Talk Nation. We have the dream team here because Chris Cerino is here.
All three of us.
KJ,
and
Kevin Jarnagin, Kevin, KJ, Jarnagin, something like that.
It's something. It's not somewhere in there lies KJ.
I call him Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah, so does his wife.
Yeah.
You guys didn't know that, did you? She's like, who's KJ?
Yeah. She goes into the jiu-jitsu gym and it's like everybody, like she calls me Kevin and they're like, who are you talking about? Like, because they all know me as KJ.
So on this episode of Gun Talk Nation, you ever have something that's just where they say you got to crawl up your, something?
Bum.
Up your bum?
Bum.
And you're like, damn it, we're going to talk about this.
It's too good not to talk about.
Or as my 7-year-old says, damn it.
That's a good way around it.
Damn it.
Did she get punished for that?
No, because you're laughing too much to punish her for it.
That's fair.
Well, everyone that listens to this and doesn't necessarily do this likes what we do. They like what everybody in the firearms world is doing, but they don't always know what's going on. And this is where we're going.
Yes. Behind the scenes a little bit of the stuff we deal with being a media company in the firearms world. So let me give you guys, the listeners, a little backstory, and then we're going to discuss this, where we go from here. So I think that there's some awareness for listeners about the challenges of creating gun content and being censored by YouTube, by Facebook, by Twitter, by whoever, right? All of these tech companies, Google, who have a huge audience. They own literal, like, big chunks, like half of the internet. They own it. And we use it as a platform for our content because it's a good way to reach people. But it gets restricted. We get shadow banned. There's all kinds of stuff. So some new stuff happened in the last couple weeks, okay? And we didn't really talk about this publicly, but now we are, right?
Yeah, it's going to get thrown out there.
So while we were at SHOT Show, I get a notification. First off, it was a notification about the Banish 30 suppressor video.
Right.
It was a gun talk. It was a Guns and Gear segment, a segment from our TV show, all about Silencer Central, Banish 30. And it was taken down.
It still gets me
for policy violations.
You go back and you look at the video and there's nothing. We did not instruct on how to they made this.
No how to manufacture anything. No buy things here. Although I have theories, right? I mean, YouTube and really honestly all these platforms, they write their guidelines purposely vague. And I've been told by people who work at Facebook, one of the guys who he was like an early employee at Facebook, and he's a gun guy, and he has helped the industry in the past. He said, the rules are intentionally vague. They want them vague. They don't want to be clear about it because it gives them leeway in what they decide to censor, right? So what I could tell was we did talk about Silencer Central. We're going to do it right now, and we're probably going to get in trouble for it.
Well, they won't say it for a week.
The phrase that was given was Silencer Central makes it easy because they handle the process of applying and getting your silencer. Of course, they do it legally.
Right.
They help you do it the right way through the ATF. But I think that's what gave us.
But how do you talk about Silencer Central and not mention that?
Yeah, that's a thing they do.
That's how they do it. That's how
part of their company. It's part of their service. It's what makes them
what
great.
they were built around.
I mean, it's not. Anyway, I mean, their silencers are good silencers. There's other people that have good silencers, but their magic sauce is we'll make it easy. You don't like to mess with paperwork and ATF.
We love it,
and we'll help you.
And even with that, there is still nothing easy about getting a silencer.
Right.
Can we stop calling it a silencer, suppressor, or muffler, or anything like that? Can we just make up a name for it? Maybe that'll help. Like the widget.
It's
I don't know.
tube.
Like,
A muzzle
A
device.
gun tube.
yeah, I mean, it's a gun tube. Shh. I mean,
It's
I don't
just
know
crazy.
if that's how
So-
you get around stuff like that, but we deal with that on a daily basis.
So let me set this up. So that was taken down, and then while we're at SHOT Show, you guys follow us know we were broadcasting live throughout the show every day. KJ's up there talking to the companies about all the new products, and on day one, we have a video that was removed by YouTube for violating community standards. And went, I don't understand. Like, he's got an over and under shotgun.
It was a Spandau
And
video.
they're not shooting. They're not even shooting the gun. We're in a convention hall. I mean, but it turns out that one of the new rules that they're enforcing on YouTube is live videos. You cannot touch a gun in a live video. You cannot touch it, hold it, transport it, or shoot it.
Right.
You know what that's for.
I know what it's for, and I know why.
And you know why policy is vague? It's why all policies are vague, so that you don't get hemmed into a corner.
Yeah.
And what they did was they took it to the extreme.
Yeah. Now, obviously, if you're doing something unsafe or illegal,
Well, and everybody wants to know what that's for right now, because the three of us are sitting here.
Oh, they know.
all right, so what it's
They
for
know.
is there was, I believe it was the guy in New Zealand who owned the gun illegal and started murdering people, also against the law. He went live and did this. Now, I'm pretty sure you could do that. Anyone could do that. And it's going to be live for a time, even if it's 5 minutes.
Right.
And then it's going to get removed. It's going to be taken down, deleted, of course. But we're not doing that. They're literally in a convention hall with a gun that has been firing pins removed.
It's been neutered. I mean,
neutered, right?
essentially.
And so anyway, we figured out, we're not allowed to touch the guns during a live video. This is a new thing.
This was 100% a running change that we were like, well, it doesn't say we can't have them in the shot. We just can't touch them.
So you might have noticed if you were paying attention and you watched this stuff, all of a sudden KJ or myself were there and we're like, as you can see, these guns on the table that we're pointing to and not
Yes.
touching.
Yeah.
These are the new FNs. These are the new whatevers, right?
Yeah.
And we're like, I think this is working. And then
Seemed to be.
actually on the FN video, it said it got taken down. It said you're in violation. I went, whoa, YouTube.
Yeah.
I appealed it and said, we're not touching, we're not holding, we're not transporting any gun in this video. And they actually came back and went, oh,
You're right.
you're right. Okay, you're fine.
It's because they got a bunch of woke teenagers sitting at their computers, pouring through things, anything that says gun or gun talk or gun anything, and they say, "Oh yeah, this is a problem. That's a problem." Blanket letter comes out, boom,
Yeah.
it's down.
Yeah. So,
No,
Shouldn't have said that, right?
are we in trouble now? Look, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it and complain about it, and then we're going to put it on their platforms.
Yeah. Okay. In a week.
When we're allowed to post.
Yeah, when
again.
we're allowed to.
That part, I'll tell you right after this quick break. Colt is known for a lot of really cool guns. One of the guns that people still talk about and they still make is the Delta Elite. It's a 1911 semi-auto metal frame pistol, full size, 5-inch gun, and it's in 10 millimeter. This is the gun that really made 10 millimeter 1911s a thing. And it's still popular to this day. I think for a lot of people, it's a gun that's on that bucket list as far as the guns you want. So check out the Colt Delta Elite. More power, but that Colt quality. You got to like that. Walther has some new stuff going on. One of the new things, factory PDP parts and milled slides. So PDP, obviously, personal protection, PDP, personal defense pistol. Thank you. But they've got all kinds of different milled slides. They have upgraded barrels. They have triggers. They have all kinds of stuff. So you can upgrade your gun and do some aftermarket projects. So check it out, Walther PDP series. They keep expanding all the ways that you can make it really cool. Meprolight. If you don't know Meprolight, they're kind of an OG when it comes to sights, when it comes to optics, when it comes to glowing sights. But one of the ones that I like is the True Vision. It's the ultimate red dot sight for optimal tactical advantage. But those are marketing speak. What do you need to know about this? Automatic brightness control, built-in light sensor, built-in motion sensor, so it'll turn on for you when you pick it up. Automatic sleep and wake up modes. I like that because you don't have to think about turning it off, turning it on. Compatible with night vision and magnifiers. Compact, lightweight, continuous operation for 2 years. So battery lasts for 2 years if you just left it on, which is pretty cool. And they also have other stuff. Meprolight sights, sights for pistols, sights for rifles, all kinds of stuff. You can see more at meprolight.com. Okay, so there's more to this story. So we've had some warnings. We've had one video taken down, actually 2 videos, I think, taken down, which were warnings and not officially a strike.
Right.
Well, this morning I go in and I should back up. During SHOT Show, we're hearing from all these different people on YouTube who are saying YouTube has a new set of rules that they basically haven't announced. They didn't say, hey, everybody, just a heads up, there's going to be a rule change coming up. No, they changed the rules overnight, and it doesn't actually say this on their rules, but this is what we were told by people who know. They said, you are not allowed to show screwing a suppressor silencer onto a gun because that's considered an installation video. You're not allowed to show loading a 30-round magazine like an AR, regular AR magazine. I don't know if it's loading ammo or loading it into the gun. That's not clear.
Right.
Because YouTube doesn't say anything about this, but this is what we're hearing.
Can you do it in a 5-round mag, an AICS mag? Can you look any mag?
They say high capacity. So high capacity is subjective.
What's there?
What's anything more than one is high
Anything
capacity.
over 7 in New York up until
Anything, it's 7 in New York. It's 10 in some places. It's 15 in Boulder, Colorado. What's the magic number? The magic number for them is 0. But so that happened this morning. This video was taken. So this morning, I get an email that says the video that we posted in November on AAC suppressors has been removed, and you have a strike on your channel, and you are not allowed to post onto your channel for 1 week.
Engage full panic mode.
So
because now,
that's
what that
retroactive.
No, that's what it tells me. It tells me
not a new video that we were like, oh, okay, there's a new set of rules.
Right. We'll abide
They're
by
just
those
going
going
backwards.
forward.
everyone in the industry right now,
You would think.
Grantham, Hickok, all these people need to be concerned
Oh, big time.
Well,
because there's more than them. And there are millions of subscribers.
well, so
Millions.
how come we're on their radar right now and like Black Mamba is not right now? So
I think a lot of them are. I know that there are other channels getting strikes, getting pages taken down.
but not all of them.
According to YouTube, 3 strikes in a 90-day period, and they remove your channel from YouTube.
Oh, yeah. That's what it says on the rules. I read it today.
So
I've read it. I've read through it like 10 times.
I know I keep reading through it to go, I don't understand how this is.
Well, partly because I'm like, well, are they going to change something now? Are they going to change it? And it's all retroactive. Like that's what I've been. So I've spent my entire day, eyes glued to a screen, poring over our videos, trying to go, okay, are they going to find a problem with this one?
Because
what are they going to find here? What are they going to find here? And we're trying to go through all these videos. And if you guys listen to Gun Talk, we have thousands.
Right. So
these aren't like
that's what I was going to
10
say.
to 20 videos.
Well, I've been doing videos that are on YouTube for 10 years with you guys.
Right.
So that's a lot of videos.
Yeah.
I'm having to watch a lot of Chris Cerino videos.
Most people post 1 video a week, 2 videos a week, maybe. So we post somewhere between 7 and 12 videos a week. We post a lot of videos because we have a lot of different shows. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of stuff to go through and try to figure out. And there's a balance, right? We'll try to do what we can to keep it from being taken down, but there's a limit. Like if they said, well, you can't shoot guns in videos. Okay, well, I don't know what we're gonna do. We can't accommodate that.
And let's look back on our lives. Like if we go back and look at our lives, we've got a lot of new introduction on firearms that we touched. So any firearm that we touched in a live broadcast retroactively, do we have to go take those down? Like,
could be,
you know, that's so okay. So there's that set of rules. You can't touch a gun. Well, what if we pre-record it and insert it into our live? Technically, we weren't touching it live, but we were in the field using a gun, you know, a Frankie live. Right. And we just said, hey, we had a good time with this gun on a live.
Yeah, is that touching a gun in a live video? It's a pre-recorded segment where we go, oh, let's go out to when we were out in the field with Frankie.
Yeah. But how many videos have we done lives and said, and this is how this magazine works. This is how you load it. This is how that works.
Yeah.
And the crazy part is, I think Gun Talk Media, somebody once said Tom Gresham is the Mr. Rogers of gun world. It's like, we're not super edgy.
Right. Well, look at like PewView. Look at these guys that are doing all these trick shots that, in my opinion, are a little bit careless. They're a little bit reckless. And those seem to be fine. Yet here we are on a safe range. We're doing it right. We're trying to do exactly right. We always remember the 4 rules of gun safety at all times, and they have a problem with it.
So here's a funny one for you. Live streams that feature someone holding or handling a firearm, regardless of whether or not they are firing it, are not allowed. Note, this does not include firearms in video games.
Yeah, but we want to train our kids to kill. We want to teach our kids to kill with video games. We just don't want them to actually get real guns.
Yeah, we don't want them to know how to be safe with them, how to shoot them, that kind of thing.
Because they won't want guns after they play those games.
I mean, nothing is illegal. I mean, these are all like what we do. They say you can't show how to manufacture a suppressor. Well, we're not doing that.
We don't do 97%.
I don't even know how to
of those.
I do. I just watched a video today on YouTube about how to make one out of PVC tubing, and
it wasn't taken down.
No, it's up there. It's on there.
Wow.
It shows them a fix.
And it's called a DIY silencer PVC
suppressor.
And we're dealing with this,
right?
Yeah, and he affixes it to something that looks like a barrel, but they never show the gun. And they never shoot it because I'm pretty sure it'd blow up. But
please do not do that.
It'll work once.
Yeah, it might work once.
Probably not even that. So people, Chris, you said people are going to want to know, well, what do we do?
Right. Everybody's going to say, what can we do about this? What can they do about this? I'm sitting in my office today researching this stuff, and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, you got to get involved. You got to be involved. You got to be involved. But what do you do?
Right.
Well, one for our audience and what we've been trying to do is if you like what we do and you follow us on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, you have to sign up for our email newsletter. You have to sign up for guntalktv.com. Where we put all of our, that's kind of our hedge against this, right? We've got a video channel that we own that we host, and it's hosted through a company, but it's ours, right? And it's not censored. And in case they just shut everybody down, then you can still reach Gun Talk. You can still see our stuff and all that.
Maybe since we're having a discussion,
now we're just brainstorming.
Yeah.
Maybe we should get everybody else that's concerned about this on YouTube to join into our channel, and guntalktv.com becomes the new Gun Talk TV for everyone's platform.
Yeah.
I mean, and everybody just goes there.
Yeah. And there's been
we charge $1 a video. We would make $100,000 a year. That would more than cover.
But here's the problem. The problem. Yeah, that's such an easy fix. But the problem is that, man, all this information and all these videos, we really strive to keep it free and open and be honest with our content.
Oh, I meant that the people that want to use our
Yeah.
channel should pay $1.
$1? Yeah, that'd be good. I
Look
like
at
that.
Hickok to pay us $1 video. He does 1 or 2 a week. It's $2 a week. No big deal.
Well,
He should do his thing.
here's my question. What is going to happen to the guys that fully rely on YouTube
There's a
that
lot.
this has happened to? I mean,
Look,
what are those guys going to do?
Those guys, and we know a lot of the people who have gun YouTube channels and some big ones, and they're killing it. They're doing great. And I've always said, man, it's great as long as they'll have you, but you have to assume that at some point you're going to get kicked out of there. You're going to get kicked out of that party. I mean, you're building your house on rented land.
Yeah.
And it's one of the ways we reach people, one of the ways we distribute our content, but it's not our primary business model.
Yeah. And I worry about those guys too, because I'm getting the texts, I'm getting the phone calls on, are you guys doing okay? And I'm like, we're doing fine. How are you doing?
Well, we have undoubtedly one of the biggest platforms. So we probably are going to have to take somewhat of the lead on it. And it's not going to be
But
easy.
I mean, what happened to Full 30? I mean, that was a platform that everybody seemed to like, all right, let's jump on this. Man, it never came to fruition. I mean, I'm sure there was other things going on there, but it just seems like, man, we've become a lot of YouTube users have become so reliant upon it that's their only outlet.
So the hardest part is getting everybody to do the same thing.
When we come back, let's talk about that of what are the options, what are the other platforms that are out there that people are using. The Ruger Custom Shop represents the culmination of over 70 years of innovation, quality, experience gained manufacturing rugged, reliable firearms. So what is the Ruger Custom Shop? They're kind of taking their Ruger guns and then doing some cool custom jobs. They have the Ruger Precision Rifle and 6.5 Creedmoor, upgraded trigger, upgraded safety, upgraded barrier stop, and some other cool little features. And some of it is functional, some of it is aesthetic. They have a left-handed 10/22 competition rifle. They have the Super GP100 competition revolver, kind of a skeletonized, lightweight barrel shroud on the barrel. They have the SR 1911 competition pistol with G10 grips, so it's a Koenig edition 1911, and some other stuff too. But if you want the upgraded stuff from Ruger, go check out the Ruger Custom Shop. Vortex Optics has several new products, one of them being the Strike Eagle 3-18 first focal plane. And I just got this scope in. I got to play with it a little bit when I was up visiting Vortex, and I'm going to put this on a gun. What I like about it is the 3-18, right? So you have that low power at 3, very versatile, but if you need to crank it up and really reach out and touch something, you can do that. You can do it with an MOA reticle. They have a couple different reticles in there, MRAD reticle, but it kind of gives you a lot of options to shoot close, shoot far, and it is a 34 millimeter tube. Lots of different ways to use this. It does have a lit reticle in there, which I like that. So you can learn more at vortexoptics.com. There are other platforms, but the problem is YouTube is the biggest one. YouTube is, they always say it's the world's second largest search engine behind Google is YouTube. And YouTube is a video channel, but the search gets more searches than anywhere. I mean, people use YouTube to listen to music. They use YouTube to watch TV shows. It's
Put a headlight in my truck.
Yeah.
how to put a headlight in my truck, right?
Right.
So, and people are also used to it being free.
Yeah.
So you go, oh, well, come over here and pay me $5 a month because they're like, well, wait a minute, I like it free. I'm like, well, I know, but we have to
gotta
pay for
it.
Yeah.
99 cents doesn't stop me from subscribing to stuff.
Yeah. So, I mean, what are the other platforms that are worthwhile? And I would love to hear, our listeners to leave comments on this. Like, what are the platforms that you think are worthwhile that you use that are somewhat freedom loving? Or maybe not even freedom loving, but just not censorship heavy.
Right.
And there are some.
I mean, Michael, the producer editor, he was talking about it. He was like, may need to start thinking about Rumble. Like that was one of his options, and it's not a bad look. But man, to grow the kind of audience that we have, that takes a lot of time to recoup from losing 350 plus thousand, subscribers. And even when you look at content, you can tell they're throttling what is shown from our channel.
Oh, for sure.
And that is so frustrating because you look at, we were talking about Grand Thumb. He has 7.1 million subscribers. So you'd think
that was Hickok, but yes, carry on.
Yeah. So you think a guy like that would have like millions of views per video, and it's hovering around the 70,000 to 90,000 views per video. You're telling me that
what
video
is that?
Yeah, you're telling me that percentage, that video only reached a fraction of that audience.
Well, I'll give you some. So for people who aren't in media, like just to give you an idea. So if you have an email list, and let's say that email list is 100,000 emails that you send out to a newsletter, you would expect that open rate to people click on that email to be somewhere in, it depends industry, but 20 to 30%. Okay. So if you had 7 million subscribers and if YouTube shows your video to all those subscribers, which they don't, we know they don't, you'd expect, okay, even if it was a low number, 10%. So 700,000 views of that video in the first week to 2 weeks is what you would expect to do. And it doesn't. It gets
Not even
1%. You're saying 70,000, 1%. So yeah, all these gun channels are throttled down because they don't like the content. They don't want to show it. It's a strange, is it a platform? Because are you saying this is a free speech issue? Because they like to claim that, play both sides.
Right.
Is it a free speech issue, or are you saying, hey, this is our business, we can make whatever rules we want?
Well, we just put up a cute video on Facebook yesterday or Sunday. It's about the Low and Left Society. Since you're listening to this, you know exactly what Low and Left is. We put up a cute video. We started off with just the voice, started off with a script, and then the read, and then we said we got to make a video out of it. Now, I could post a couple of pictures of my cats and make a comment on Sunday. By today, I would have like 90 or 150 comments. I only have like 500 friends on Facebook. Okay. I would have 90 to 150 comments, and I would probably have 250 likes. So I post this video. I've got 19 likes and 11 comments as of this afternoon.
Because it's linking to gun talk.
Probably.
It has guns.
I
in
took
Yeah.
it straight off of YouTube and tried it that way,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it didn't make a difference.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's a great video.
It's
It's
funny.
funny. It's fun.
Shareable.
Well,
Kind of pokes
and I'll-
fun at ourselves.
Yes.
And also, so I'll tell you this, a little bit more inside baseball on the Facebook side of things. So, and some of you guys maybe have dealt with this, but Facebook used to be, you had all these followers and you post something and it's going to show up in their feed somewhere. Then Facebook went public, still didn't have a way to make money. Said, what are we going to do? How are we going to make money? You can boost your post. So this is what happened. When Facebook first introduced the idea of boosting posts, they had to go around to Madison Avenue in New York to all the ad agencies, all the big spenders, Procter & Gamble, Coca-Cola, all Nike, all these people, right? And said, hey, new deal, guys. I know you have all these followers, all these fans, but we're going to show your posts to about 10 to 12% of your audience. But if you want to reach more of them, you can just boost the post and spend money. And they're in a meeting with the VP of marketing for Coca-Cola, and they explain this. He goes, I have 60 million followers on Facebook, Coca-Cola. You're saying I'm going to have to pay money to reach my fans? And Facebook goes, well, They're not your fans. They're Facebook's fans.
Oof.
Jesus.
Ooh.
Thank you. May I have another?
Yeah.
So they're not your fans, Mr. Coca-Cola executive. They're Facebook fans. We own it. We own the platform. We own your page. If we want to make your page go away, we go, boop. Your page is gone. Like it never existed. Off of the face of the earth.
Hello, Pepsi.
Yeah. Hello, Pepsi. Would you like to buy some ads?
Yeah.
The problem is most
one
companies
likes
in the
Pepsi.
gun industry are banned from boosting posts.
Yeah.
So now what are you going to do? And you go, well, who cares? Screw Facebook.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like one of the biggest platforms in the world to reach people.
Well, and
2 billion people. I mean, 1/4 to 1/3 of the world has Facebook page. How could you ignore that
Yeah. And
if you're a business?
I like the platform. I like Facebook because it offers us a way to interact with our fans, like with
my friends.
Yeah, and our friends.
family.
Yeah, exactly. But they aren't making it easy. It's just not.
Yeah. So I don't know. This was just kind of I hope it didn't turn into just us
Therapy.
complaining.
It's a therapy session.
No, this is just us thinking out loud.
But just
because
letting you guys
someone out
know
there-
stuff we're dealing with, and we can adjust going forward on like, okay, fine, we can't show screwing a suppressor onto a barrel.
Okay.
That's not the end of the world. It's stupid, but it's not the end of the world. But the fact that we're having to go backwards in time on things
Oh my
that were not
gosh.
against the rules 6 months, a year ago, whatever, but now it's against the rules and they're going back in time and giving you strikes to your page. You know, if our Facebook page was taken down tomorrow, it won't affect us necessarily as a business, but it does affect us as a way to reach
Yes.
more people, and also people, not even the subscribers, because frankly, the majority of our views don't come from subscribers. You know, it enables us to reach new people
Yes.
with at least what we can control as a good, responsible message about guns. I don't know what else people are putting out there, but we know at least our message is going to be a good one. And there are a lot of people who are interested in guns, trying to learn about guns, who do not watch the Outdoor Channel. They don't read Guns and Ammo magazine. And so these platforms are important to be able to have that information out there and reach these folks.
100%.
So, but guys, yeah, I mean, what can you do? We'd like you to follow us on other places. Go to guntalk.com, sign up for our email, go to guntalktv.com, and it's free. It doesn't cost. We were joking about paying money, but it's free, and you can sign up and you get to watch all the videos that we put out there. This stuff will be on there, and who knows? We probably will come up with the whole backup page thing. And
Yeah.
and
I mean,
so
eventually.
it's like whack-a-mole. You just have we'll have 16 pages.
If they
Gun
ban
talk,
that one,
talk
okay.
guns,
Yeah.
range ready range.
I'm not even allowed to wear
Tom
this
Gresham,
shirt on
Gresham
this.
Tom.
You can, yeah. That's a good looking shirt.
It's okay.
The shirt's probably going to get us banned.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know either or boosted because cats are kind of cool. I mean,
Could get us
New
boosted.
Yeah.
Cats and Guns. Go grab that page.
kitty guns.
Kitty guns.
That's it. Kitty guns.
Nice
That's our
guns,
new model.
Kitty.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Anyway, I guess that's it for us. I don't know. Anything else, guys?
I'm just so frustrated with it right now because my eyes are.
I'm not frustrated. I'm disgusted. And that's just that.
I will look. I'll leave you with something funny. So I've got
Oh no.
kids, and when we shoot rifles, we typically shoot them suppressed. I try to have them shoot suppressed all the time because obviously it's quieter. It helps reduce recoil. That's a bigger deal. And it's more comfortable for kids shooting guns and not being scared of the gun. That way they can become a good shot and learn good fundamentals. So they're used to suppressors on guns. It's like, whatever. So I was telling them the story this morning, and I was like, so what you're not allowed to show is screwing the suppressor onto the barrel of the gun. And they both gave me this look like I just shoved a turd in their face. They're just like, what? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Wait, what? I'm like, I know. And a 12-year-old and a
child
9-year-old
gets
are going, well, that's stupid. I'm going, I know it's stupid. It is.
Well, common sense. Even little kids.
not so common.
You did not raise dummies.
All right, guys. Well, go shoot suppressors and post videos about it and drive everybody crazy. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Gun Talk Nation.